Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another episode. Today's installment, just going to be a quick video. I'm going to take a look at some recent baseball pickups that have come in, a couple of which are tied to some other cards that we've seen here recently, a couple of kind of scarce serial numbered or otherwise cards, including one very scarce 2023 Topps card that I'm super excited about. Has a tie to the home run leaders card that I've talked about numerous times now on the channel, commemorating Aaron Judge's 62 home runs in the 2022 season. So without further ado, just wanted to say hello, but let's turn the camera around and get to these pickups. Thanks. All right, so here are a couple of familiar to the channel of late Independence Day parallels up in the background that of course kind of each pay tribute to Aaron Judge's 62 home runs in the 2022 season. As I said during the lead-in, they are up because they will be relevant to a couple of the cards that we're going to look at in today's stack of pickups, but that'll come in a moment. So let's just dive right into the stack. And before we get to the Aaron Judge slash Yankees content, only felt right to include some Red Sox here as well, just to kind of balance the scales. I am a Red Sox fan living in New England here. And a card that I've shown on a recent episode was this Sweet Victory from 2019 Topps flagship. And what this shows is the final out of the 2018 World Series, where the Boston Red Sox beat the Los Angeles Dodgers and was the most recent championship for my favorite team. So I just love this moment captured on cardboard and the championship that this represents. So we've been picking up a couple different versions of the card. Did show this black before out of 67, love the Topps black. Also got the vintage stock out of 99 with that retro logo, and then this foil board issue as well, which looks really great. So those have been shown in the past, but I did pick up another version of that card that I'm pretty pumped about. It is from the on-demand Topps mini release, and it's the pink parallel. So these have come out every year for at least a handful of years now. They are similar in size to the 1975 Topps minis. Those of you that are vintage collectors will be familiar with those. And in this case, yeah, this pink parallel is copy 21 of 25, you can see right there. So this is not a valuable card. I just put it in this frosted one touch because I love the way the minis look when you get an appropriately sized one touch. But yeah, this was like a $10 card delivered. Nobody really cares too much about these highlights or moments cards, it seems like. But as a Red Sox fan and someone who loves, serial numbered cards and scarcity, that was just too cool to pass up for, $10. Really cool addition to the collection there. And with that Red Sox content out of the way briefly, let's get to the Yankees and more specifically the Aaron Judge themed cards. So a while back, I opened up a blaster of 2022 Stadium Club. Haven't opened all the packs yet, but I did get this box topper, this Master Photo box topper, which I love with that original old school Stadium Club logo. But it features Aaron Judge's 2022 Stadium Club card in the Field of Dreams game in front of the cornfields there with the outfield fence. And I just thought at the time, like, what a cool image that is. And it made me want to go pursue getting a copy of that Stadium Club card. And if you know me, I'm a parallel junkie. I like the challenge and the hunt and the perceived scarcity of some of these parallels. And I found a pretty tough one of that Judge card and was able to win it. So check it out. This is the members only. You can see here in the lower left, the members only foil stamp parallel of the 2022 Stadium Club Judge with that great photo of him in the 2021 Field of Dreams game. I should have looked it up prior to the video. I don't know what the insertion ratio is on these exactly, but I think they're known as like case hits. They're not numbered, but they do parallel the entire checklist. And let's just assume for a moment they're case hits. There are 300 cards on the Stadium Club checklist, and if you get one of these per case, there'd be one Aaron Judge per 300 hobby cases of Stadium Club baseball. And they may be even scarcer than that. I don't know. I should have verified before the video, but point being, this is not an easy card. I love the image, and it kind of just added to my ongoing recent, obsession with picking up some 2022 and 2023 Judge cards. So figured this was a good video to include that one in. And then the one on the left in the background here, the Independence Day, that's of course his 2022 Topps flagship card. Was able to grab another parallel of that because it was just at a price point that was irresistible. So I did an episode recently on my approach to collecting 2022 tops and showed the handful of parallels that I have. Well, this one came in afterwards. It is the red, sometimes known as red foil board, or red ice, or just red parallel. These have existed now for 3 years running, always numbered to 199. So I have copy 9 of 199 of card number 99. And just a neat card there. I know red is not strictly a Yankees team color match, but there is red in the old school Yankees, top hat logo, and it does kind of just work for whatever reason. This was a dirt cheap card, under $15, delivered to my door, and same rationale as the Independence Day parallel with the season that he had in 2022 for the ages. Just felt like a good opportunity to get another copy of that parallel that's somewhat scarce, without spending too much money at all. So snatched up that red ice or red foil. And then lastly, the card that I am most excited to get to today. Been really looking forward to unveiling this one. It's a somewhat rare card. I will call it rare, from 2023 Topps. It's a short print image variation, which is nothing new. They've done these going back, probably 15 years or more, where it's the standard base flagship set, but the photo on the front is just an alternate photo of the subject, or sometimes is a retired player inserted in the checklist instead of the subject. That program's gone on pretty much as is for a while, but this year in 2023, Topps changed it up completely. And I believe this is called like the Golden Mirror program, but essentially what they did is now every single card on the checklist for Series 1, and it'll be the same in Series 2 and Update, has an image variation card. So in the past, those were selective. This year, every single card has an image variation. So you would think that would equate to more of them out there. However, the insertion ratios on these are brutal. I crunched the numbers, and one of these image variations falls about every 1.5 cases of 2023 Topps Series 1 baseball. So as you might expect, given the card that we have front and center in the background, really happy to unveil this. I was able to win the Golden Mirror image variation of that 2023-2022 AL Home Run Leaders card that I've really been obsessed with of late. Did a whole separate video on this card and the many different versions that I was picking up, both graded and ungraded. But this, as far as that collection goes for me, anyway, is like my holy grail. One every 1.5 cases, 330 cards on the checklist. So roughly speaking, fuzzy math, there is one of these Home Run Leaders Golden Mirror image variations in every 500 or so cases, not boxes, cases of 2023 Topps Series 1. Friends of mine in the hobby that are very knowledgeable estimate there are less than 15 copies of each image variation. Each card's image variation, although they're not serial numbered, they are super scarce. I did have to pay a pretty penny for this. Not anything insane. It wasn't, a $500 card or a comma card or anything like that, but it was not cheap. There are not many of these out there, and I am very honored and grateful that I was able to win this. This is definitely the centerpiece of my small collection of these. And the way you can identify these, 2 ways, or maybe 3 ways. And obviously, number one, the image is different than what you have on the standard base card. So in the standard Home Run Leaders card, they're all batting, and there's kind of poses mid-swing. In this image variation, they're, holding their bats or kind of standing. So it's obviously a different image that is very noticeable if you're familiar with all the images, in the base set. But an easier way to identify it would be probably either the code on the bottom, or most obviously, they all include this gold foil SSP right on the back of the card by the card number. So this super short print gold foil indicates that it is a Golden Mirror image variation. And again, just to summarize, one of these about every 500 or so cases of Topps baseball, and estimated to be less than 15 in existence. So just really proud to be one of the owners of this card. Absolutely love it. It's the centerpiece and kind of the final tip of the cap to that Home Run Leaders card. I don't anticipate myself picking up any other versions at this point. And that's also going to be a wrap on today's video. So thank you so much for stopping by to check out these Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees cards here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Really appreciate your time and support. and I'll be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Till then, take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody.